about 4 or 5. Boop. Boop.
Was asked
Boop.
this today,
Boop.
if Lightning
Boop.
McQueen gets in an accident, does he need car or life insurance?
There's some like cursed about interesting cursed about cars.
Hello.
Like it's meant to take place in the same universe as like everything else, right? Like Toy Story and Wall-E. And there's like tons of videos that explain how it's connected, and it's wild.
Me again. I just
Actually
didn't
kind of
know
nuts.
how to we have free
Wall-E
health
takes
care.
place after
Not vaccinating your child is
after
punishable
Cars.
by lad and
Cars takes place after Wall-E. That was why, because I was saying Wall-E. Cars takes place before Wall-E. And in Wall-E, there's hints at that. I think there's like in one of the scrap yards, there's like
favorite
cars
cursed cars info is if
that
the door
have
is
been
opened,
in
there's just a brain there.
that were in like a Cars movie. And like they're smaller. So like at some point during when humans fucking left, you know how in Wall-E all the humans left and went on that ship. The law that people have come up with have said, okay, humans left because shit kicked off, right? Everything was terrible. And then during the kind of like fucked up sort of Earth, cars came about. Cars were the new main dominant like life form on the planet for like ages. And then they died out. And then Wall-E started. And then the Wall-E movie picks up where that left off, because you see dead cars in the scrap, like they're literally the same. It's like, what the fuck? And the cars have the memories of the owners. It's like this scuffed AI that developed and lashed itself onto cars, and that's why certain cars have memories of being race car drivers, of being tire specialists. It's kind of nuts. It's kind of fucking nuts. I went down this rabbit hole and I was like, oh no, dude. I'm never coming out of this. I'm never getting out of this. This rabbit hole goes way too deep. I think we talked about this on stream
Fun
once.
Pixar fact, the movie Cars is based on the mode of transportation called a car.
I'm pretty certain we like went through the Cars lore on stream once, like ages ago.
I have an even wilder theory. Pixar is cheap and they like to reuse assets.
Oh,
Oof.
that's not true.
One
They
day for
spend
this
so
tangent.
much money,
Why are
dude.
you doing-
They spend so much money on Easter eggs. There's literal huge compilations of specific Easter eggs that they have themselves have pointed out and said, yeah, we put that there, and that is a reference to such and such. Boop, 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 boop. And there's a timeline. There's a Pixar timeline. I kid you not. Of which Pixar employees have unofficially confirmed. There is actually a Pixar master timeline. It's bonkers, dude. It's actually insane. It's really fun though. It's really fun to like watch the videos, just fucking go through everything and find all this shit out. Whoosh. Now Ian's just started an argument.
The Cars Pope in the Car films implies there was a Cars Jesus.
It implies the memory of one. That's the thing. All of the cars, in like the best theory that I could find, all of the cars inherit the memories of their owners at the time. And they came up with this like kind of scuffed timeline that they themselves just follow because they're just like, yeah, all right, must make sense. But in reality, it doesn't fucking make any sense. Now I kind of want to look up the timeline again. I want to double check it and see. Pixar timeline. Here we go. 23 years. What is this? Look at that. The Pixar timeline theory. Huge. I love this. This is so fun.
Car alarm person here.
The commercial years? No. Pixar's Render Man? No, that's not the right one. They're talking about sentient toys being like directly linked Oh, fuck, to cause shit. Oh, my God, dude.
Meanwhile, on Earth, machines are the only beings left to populate the planet.
Thanks for the 14 months. This is amazing. Look, there's a comment from 5 years ago. This gave me the chills, no joke.
For
I get
me,
baps.
the best Pixar story will always be how we almost didn't have Toy Story 2. Now,
Oh, yeah, that's
that
really
is
cool.
crazy.
That was really cool. Yeah, I watched that. It's like someone accidentally hit the button that just starts deleting everything on all of the hard drives. And like when people were working on it, people were working on the movie. Woody's hat just disappeared. And they're like, what's happening? And then Andy's body disappeared. Imagine working on like one of the most expensive, most like complex movies, 3D animation in history. And as you're working on it, assets just start disappearing in real time. That must have been fucking terrifying. Holy shit. It's such a good story. It's so good. And the only reason it survived because it kept going. It kept fucking going. And like they ended up having to like pull the plug on the servers to stop it. But it already deleted like fucking months and months and months, even like I think nearly a year or two of work. The only reason why it like didn't fucking get put down the shitter was because one of the people working on it kept a copy of the entire movie's files at home so they could like work on it from home. And like they talk about it as if they were transporting the most valuable PC in history, which it pretty much was. They went to her house to bring her entire PC into the office and were just holding on to it. Like every little speed bump in the car, they're like, oh. Because it had the entire company's livelihood on it. So lucky. So fucking lucky. Oh, it's so fucking funny. It's been out for 9 years. If the mouse comes for me over this shit, I just would not even be mad. Oh god, right, enjoy this shit. It's fucking amazing.
We're making a film like Toy Story 2. We use a bunch of Linux and Unix machines. On those kinds of machines, there's a command, rm star, that removes everything on the file system as fast as it can.
Have you ever accidentally dropped something out of your pocket while the toilet is flushing? That's RM Star. Somebody had run RM Star on a drive where all of the Toy Story 2 files were kept, and things just started to disappear.
Woody's hat disappeared, and then his boots disappeared. And then as we kept checking, he disappeared entirely. Woody's gone. Seconds later, looking up, the rest of the characters on the show, Buzz, Potato Head, Ham, and Rex, had all vanished. And soon after that, whole sequences, the Toy Barn and Andy's room were disappearing off the disk drive. Right in front of our eyes.
If you had 20 or 30 people working for a solid year, you could recreate all of that work erased in probably about 20 seconds.
So I grabbed the phone, transfer me to systems, So they transferred me to the systems group. And I said, unplug the machine, just pull it out of the wall. Pull it out. But we can't pull it out of the wall because pull it out of the wall, pull it out. Plug the machine back in, take a look at it. Wow, a lot of the film's gone. Back most of it. Okay, we better tell Galen, technical director of the film.
I remember thinking, wow, this is really bad, but no worries. We're going to get our backups, and
we realized that the backups we had were actually bad.
What do you mean backups have failed for the last month and we don't have any backups?
At this point, Galen mentioned to me in a meeting that she thought she had a copy of the film at her house.
So as a mother who wanted to see her children, I needed to have a computer at home. And so I would copy the entire film to my computer.
What a fucking legend.
And put seatbelts all across it in the back seat.
Talk about a backseat driver. Slow down. Oh, easy, careful. Don't. He was rocking and, you know, mumbling to himself and coaching me along.
I back to Pixar, and 4 or 5 of us carried it in like you would an Egyptian pharaoh. Okay, boot it up. Machine turns on. Oh, look, there's the movie.
Thanks to Eli, my newborn baby Eli, and my need to work from home, we had a backup of Toy Story 2.
That is so fucking insane, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Movie saved. 'Cause child. It's actually sort of poetic, really. Child movie saved because of child. It's absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, there's that story, chat. If you hadn't heard it, it's fucking hilarious. And equally terrifying to imagine that your entire fucking past 2 to 3 years of work just deleted.
Movie saved by lack of maternity leave.
Boosh. Oh my god. Bruh. A movie saved due to terrible practices of America.